Hello, comrades. This is the second episode of the Fortress of GraveGate, where we are attempting to build a necromancer tower. About an hour of footage was cut out due to the fact that the dwarves just suddenly decided they didn't want to do labors anymore. Not entirely sure how I did that. So, if things seem slightly out of place, that's the reason why. But hey, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, and enjoy. Continue the game. We've got the manual save here. Well, this is definitely an authentic Dwarf Fortress experience. Getting everybody stuck and not knowing what the hell is going on and why nobody is doing actual fucking tasks. Very Dwarf Fortress. May end up reloading just to see if that will change anything. So yeah, we've got all these tasks. We've got digging. And yet nothing. Hey, Frosty! Thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And today, we are playing some Dwarf Fortress. What were you streaming tonight, Frosty? Oh, you're doing some Magic the Gathering. Nice. How's things? You know, how did stream go? All right, we're gonna load up from an earlier save and see if that causes things to unscrew themselves. All right, I think things were working in early autumn. We'll try that out. Well done, Ash. Hello, Archangel. How you doing?
Trans rights. Fuck turfs.
Hell yeah. Exhausted? I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so here we've got a lot of, like, construct building tasks. Okay. Shit. Okay. Alright, we're gonna take it back to spring. And we're gonna see if, that changes anything.
Trans rights, fuck turfs.
Damn right. That's okay. We did not get too far. Out since 12:30, helping your neighbor and best friend take apart, tearing apart a camper. Well, I hope it was rewarding work. All right, so this is a pain. Still. Alright, we're gonna dig this out. We're just gonna try again. Well, hey, I'm glad you're safe, Axe. Oh, this is before the migrant wave and everything. Oh, this sucks. Okay. We'll save that for now. What I really want is more of this iron. I'm gonna have to rename dwarves for like Villy and Sid now. God, that sucks. I'm sorry, everybody. Like I had all of this going, and now uh, it really sucks when a fortress doesn't go the way you wanted it to.
Trans rights, darling.
Hydrate, I will. How you doing, Ari? Um. Okay, so Archangel, we have a couple of mining dwarves that are male. We have a male bookkeeper. And we have a carpenter who's male. We're currently waiting on another migrant wave before we really get into like naming conventions. Alright. But you know what? One thing that we have learned is to be proactive. Ryan sadly had her internet break. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, were you doing some vice and violence, or was that something else? Let's see, we should have a smith. Here we go. Deduk here. This person is a miner. He is also a proficient weaponsmith. Okay with that? Alright then. Deduk, you shall be Archangel of GraveGate. Because that is the name of our fortress. He's incredibly tough, mighty, and quick to heal. Very quick to tire, quite clumsy, and really susceptible to disease. His medium-length beard is braided. His very long sideburns are neatly combed. His very long mustache is arranged in double braids. His medium-length hair is neatly combed. He has a very clear voice. His thin irised cobalt eyes are narrow. His tall, splayed-out ears are extremely narrow. His teeth are gapped. He has high cheekbones. His lips are thin. His hair is golden yellow, and his skin is burnt umber. Let's see. Willpower. He has willpower, meager kinesthetic sense, meager creativity, and poor empathy. Forms strong emotional bonds with others, at times to his detriment. Seeks out exciting and adventurous situations. Would never pass up the opportunity for a good fist fight. Tends to be swayed by the emotions of others. Is polite. Slow to trust others. Finds helping others emotionally rewarding. Is grateful when others help him out and tries to return favors. Not particularly interested in what others think of him. Can handle stress. Tends to be a bit stubborn. Likes working outdoors. Personally sees the pursuit of art as silly. Doesn't see the attainment of knowledge as important. And doesn't particularly care about craftsdwarfship. Wow, that's very undwarven. Dreams of raising a family. Likes graphite, rose gold, praise, conger eel leather, buzzard tooth, alligator snapping turtle bone. I think I've seen some of those around here. Llama wool, the color vermilion, crossbows, earrings, water buffaloes for their wallowing, magpie men for their fondness of shiny objects, the words of the embraced lutes, and the sound of the beige glosses. When possible, he prefers to consume thornback ray, tuba beer, and kaniwa seeds. Absolutely detests leeches. Welcome to the fortress, Archangel. Okay, we need mechanisms, and we need cages. Alright. Okay, now they're digging. I had to set it to priority 1, but for some reason I need to set it to priority 1 in order for them to literally do anything. Okay. Okay, we don't have any rocks that satisfy the conditions of, Okay, that's fine. Okay, we really need stone. Yeah, if we find any, I imagine that's going to be quite a bit of time before that happens. Okay, now we have rock to make mechanisms. Okay, they're making their way downstairs. And then hopefully they'll start digging out that iron. Okay, the reason we want mechanisms and cages should be pretty obvious by now. We want cage traps. Lots of them. Okay, Aurelia's currently crafting out a bunch of mechanisms. And we want all of the cage traps. Because we are not currently... We're not prepared to... we're not prepared to take on the undead just yet. But we are ready to build cage traps. That will stop them. That will stop any of them in their tracks. Okay, one other thing that I want to make again is those quads. So yeah, the one of the beautiful things about cage traps is you don't need the mechanisms to be of any particular quality. All you need is for some idiot to step on the trap. That's all you need. Alright, let's get some stockpiles down here. One for wood. We'll have one for stone. Specifically for metal ores. Have one for blocks and bars. Mechanism quality apparently impacts timing, though. Fair enough. I've never had any issues with mechanisms before. Okay. Looks like they're doing pretty good at setting up these cage traps. I want a ring of them around the hatch. That way, if they make it to our final line of defense, we can get some of them trapped in here. If they come for the doors, we'll trap them here too. Yeah, we're gonna build our way out slowly. We can save the bees for another time, because that is something that's more of a secondary project at this point. The important thing is that we make ourselves safe. You miss bees.com. And bees.com misses you too, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, of course it was a Photoshop. She didn't really cover people in bees. We out of empty cages already? Okay, we just need to make more. Okay, let's get another carpenter up. Who's all out here preparing some fish? He's also doing a very dwarven activity of cutting down trees, which will annoy elves. Alright, put a nice double ring of traps around the entrance. No, that one was literally her giving people a car. The insidious thing about giving everyone the car was not that she was giving people bees. No, the insidious thing is she did not cover the taxes on that car, and so people who were suddenly like, oh my god, Oprah just gave me a car. They found out later on that that in fact they were stuck with an enormous tax bill. Well, most of them ended up having to sell off those cars because they could not afford them. Assumed you could just take cash instead. No, she did not make any eventuality for that. Like, yeah, but that's like an actual game show. You know, Oprah was hosting like more of a talk show. Big difference. But yeah, I don't know why she didn't just, you know, cover the tax on on those cars when she easily could have. Hey, okay, migrants are arriving. Only 3 this time? Okay, well, that's not ideal. Okay, Mias is still one of the people that shows up. Oh, hey, one of them brought a Jabbera hatchling with them. That's cool. Still, Mias is the only female arrival there. That's a shame. Okay, we'll have to name a new Sid dwarf later. According to an acquaintance who went to Columbia, Oz is a fucking asshole and all the students hate it. I'm not sure who Dr. Oz is without having to think about it. Not all that familiar. Okay. Doctor Who promoted healing touch vaccine, autism, bunch of woo-woo shit. Gotcha. God, America is like so susceptible to like woo-woo bullshit, which is a crying shame, but it's also kind of understandable. If you look at where America's come from, it has spent decades. It spent decades being, fucked over by so many people who were in it for profit. The people who are basically only there to enrich themselves, and who charge extortionate levels of money for like basic necessities. So at that point, I don't blame people for, becoming disillusioned with the idea of healthcare as a concept. It's still like I still don't approve it because it leads to very like dangerous thinking of and belief in all sorts of like weird bullshit. But I can at least empathize with where they're coming from. I'm sorry, what, tapeworm diets? Okay, now that's just no. I don't have any I got nothing for that. That's just dumb. Healthcare is all about hydrating. And yet there are still so many of them who were willing to just... there's still so many of them who will happily just... There's still so many of them who would happily just dehydrate because someone is like, actually, that's not... Yeah, that's too much. Thank you for the hydrate, Villy. Shit, okay, Villy was the carpenter, right? Okay. Okay. So he got kicked out of Columbia U? Good. Yeah, there's such a cult of like anti-intellectualism that runs through all of America now. Just a mistrust of, you know, experts, of people who know things, in exchange for, you know, trusting people who are proudly ignorant about things and are just popular. And staying busy. Let's see. Yep, you are currently making a cage for the cage traps, and you are an expert level carpenter. A lot of close friends in the fortress, too. Alright, let's see. Another metalsmith. And then we've got a whole bunch of coke being made here. Let's get this hematite smelted up. Despise him and his mustache. Absolutely, you know, why shouldn't you? Man, we're getting a whole bunch of people visiting. Here's hoping that the undead don't come to visit again. Or if they do, then at least we'll be ready for them this time. Petersonian in a sense. God. That man has done so much damage to our country. We got a lot of mussel shells being ground into powder. And recently, Dr. Phil propped up the troubled teen industry, so there's that. What is the troubled teen industry in this context? Okay. Make sure we got plenty of food, plenty of drinks. We've got a human socializing with Archangel, and also a raven man who's kind of listening to a story. Archangel says we should all work together. And hey, Archangel is also the lover of Uzal, the fortress expedition leader, who is also aspiring to one day become a necromancer. In fact, that is why we're here. Yeah, one day we'll get a. So I had to go back to a previous save, Sid. So I'll have to get you another dwarf. My deepest apologies. Necromancer joined your fort as a migration wave. I love that. Lenny is currently gathering steelhead trout. Even though I could swear we didn't actually make them do that. Oh, and also some mussels. Yeah.
In the cocktail lounge. Enjoy your stay.
Quattro Hazard, thank you very much for the follow. I should throw a flaming bottle of blood through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follower number 1488. Welcome to the Cocktail Lounge. Yeah, Sid, I had to go back to a previous save, so that was a save where there was no Sid Dwarf. So next time we get a migrant wave that has a lady in it, I'll get a dwarf named after you. Okay. I've got a lot of fish here. That said, really right now we cannot afford to have someone doing, like, fishing, and there's still so much else that needs to be done. Lenny, I need you to pick up a pickaxe and start swinging. So much digging here that still needs to be done. Besides, it'll get you nice and swole. Okay. When he's enjoying his bowl and sleeping in his fresh water. That sounds about right. So, Billy, was it a zombie or was it like an intelligent undead? So Lenny picked up a pickaxe, and then rather than actually do any mining, immediately went to go and brew drinks. Amazing. That's classic Lenny. Assumed it was a zombie, had blue skin. Ah, okay. Any of the ones that have blue skin are a type of intelligent undead. So those aren't necessarily a threat. Those they're actually quite interesting. Some of them have like rudimentary forms of magic. Others will, but like all of them will basically be stronger, tougher than like your average dwarf. But they also don't feel any emotions. Ooh, let's see. Ramini Flower Chances wishes to reside in GraveGate for the purposes of eradicating monsters. That's the Raven Man Swordsman. Yeah. Okay. Yes, you are absolutely welcome here to eradicate monsters. Perhaps at some point you will feel like you want to join us permanently as a citizen. How are intelligent undead created? So, necromancers will create intelligent undead from time to time. It's, if you're in fortress mode, it's very difficult to determine whether or not they will make intelligent undead. It's just kind of a crapshoot as to whether or not they will. But yeah, intelligent undead are, let's see, 2, 6, 10. Okay, yeah, we need a couple more rooms at this rate. Intelligent undead will still do labors in your fortress. They will not drink unless someone forces them to. But yeah, it's yeah, they're very very odd. But yeah, they can be really good at like hauling stuff to and from wherever it needs to be. If they sort out the bug in the military, then they would be really good fighters. Monster hunters never join as citizens? That's a shame. It'd be great if some of them started joining. I want to get like a squad of raven people. It's like a squad of like bird people who can fly. I think that'd be really neat. Give them nickname Unkillable Bastard. I mean, that's pretty suitable. They are very difficult to kill. Because if you, all of their organs are basically, like with the exception of the brain, you can take out an intelligent undead's like heart and their lungs, their guts. They don't need any of that. Alright, have a good night, Ari. Thanks for staying here. Alright, it is autumn. Let's see if we get attacked this time. We still need more cages. Okay. We're gonna restock the cage order because I really need these things to get made. We'll cancel the bin order because that can be done later. At least people are actually digging now. Also distrust traveling priests. Yeah, a lot of them do end up being like werebeasts of some sort. It's not ideal. Okay. Alright, Aurelia's going to be the militia commander. Make a new squad. Then another one with no uniform. We assign them this woodcrafter. And then that woodcrafter, we're going to send them off to make contact with humans. One-time tribute. Want to get some trade going. Recently, a human civilization besieged your fort, all killed by a forgotten beast. Yeah, that can happen. Like if you're able to get a forgotten beast outside, it doesn't care who's out there. If it's something that's alive, it will happily rampage through things living or otherwise. Yeah. If it's technically seen as living, it'll just murder the shit out of it. You know, dwarves, humans, elves, animals, zombies, other forgotten beasts. In fact, we regularly on the channel, if we find forgotten beasts, and if they're on the same floor as each other, we will happily have them all go out and fight each other, and we'll place bets on which one of them wins.
Thank you for patronizing the cocktail lounge. Enjoy your stay.
Amunadal, thank you very much for the follow. I shall throw a flaming bottle of love through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follower number 1489. Welcome to the cocktail lounge.
Hello, it's a raid.
Generic Fire Demon, thank you very much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And it is Fortress Friday, so we are currently playing Dwarf Fortress. What are you streaming tonight?
Thank you for patronizing the cocktail lounge. Enjoy your stay.
Sweet Cider Acres, thank you very much for the follow. I shall throw a flaming bottle of love through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follower number 1490. Project Zomboid. Oh, so that's yeah, that's definitely getting mauled by zombies for fun. Very apt description. God, I dabbled in Project Zomboid like ages back. The one thing I remember is you start off in your you start off with your wife, and then you basically you have a pillow, and it's like, you know, she's not doing very well, and I think most of us thought that, you know, by using the pillow on her that we were, you know, trying to make her more comfortable. But no, you're using the pillow to put her out of her misery. But hey, I'm glad that you had fun. We are currently building up a fortress, and speaking of zombies, this fortress is next to a necromancer tower. Different game? Are you sure? I thought it was Project Zomboid. Yeah, apparently it was the tutorial. Till Death Do Us Part. It was the only story included in Project Zomboid as its own game mode. It served as the tutorial to introduce new players to the basic concepts of Project Zomboid, like base fortification. Okay. I guess that was, that might have been removed from the game at some point. Okay, well that shows how long I've been out of it. Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the Key of Slaughters is a welcome sight. Their eyes are light with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craft stores. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a meaningless death. So we don't have a whole lot to offer them. But we should still try and make something. Also make some woodcraft, since these are no elves. They will happily accept the Baron Consort Obok Athelrib of Lancer Cages from Edim Kosh has arrived. Baron Consort. You're getting nobility here. I guess we need a trade broker. We can put down... We'll put down Godin here as our bookkeeper, as our trade broker, rather. Okay, time to start moving goods. These amulets, that's a good start. These bracelets, let's get them over there. This cheese, better than letting it go to rot. Some crowns, sounds good. Earrings, figurines. Yeah, absolutely. If you're here from generic Fire Demons chat, I totally get it. If you need to bounce, you know, streaming takes a lot out of you. Yeah, have a good night. If you want to stick around, I am delighted, and I look forward to seeing more of you. All right, bring the trade goods in. It's of vital importance that we get all this in place. Okay, they are bringing some horses laden down with all sorts of goods. We should make sure that they leave with a good impression. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. Let's see. We don't need much in the way of wood. We've not seen any fuel yet, so let's ask for some fuel. So, bituminous coal, bring that. Let's ask them for some various, let's see. Bituminous coal is good. We could ask them for some marble as like a flux stone. Oh no, chalk is also a flux stone. We'll ask for that, and dolomite. Ooh, yeah, let's ask them for some pages. And what about pets? We really can't afford anything like a cave dragon yet. But I think one thing that we could definitely use... Ooh, let's ask them for unicorns. Okay, they need meat. Of course, a civilization known as the Key of Slaughters would eagerly await more meat. Alright, we are currently busting out more crafts. They're not very good crafts, but it's a good opportunity for our people to get better at that. Bunch of rings, get those out there too. Scepters, bring them over. Okay, we're getting all of the items over here. Then we'll see what we can trade them for. It's kind of cool that our outpost liaison is
It's a
is a Baron. Oh, Gator Gusto, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And we're currently playing some Dwarf Fortress. What are you streaming tonight? It's a Gator raid. I love that. And Lola, Pyro Sui. And happy Fortress Friday. We've come for the electrolytes. Oh my god, my shout-out command isn't working. Come on, mix it up. Are you really gonna do me dirty like that? Well, hey, tell me, what were you streaming tonight? And hey, if you need to head out or, get some refreshments or whatever, I totally get it. Streaming can take a lot out of you. Otherwise, pull up a chair and I hope you will come along for the ride. This is the Fortress of GraveGate. The people here have grim aspirations of becoming a necromancer tower someday. But that's something that they keep to themselves. This is our first trade caravan. You know what? We'll take these metals if we can get them. I'm not gonna say no to more cages. A reindeer bull? We could slaughter that. Turkey would be good for meat. We could certainly use some more drinks. And I won't turn down empty barrels. Nice coat? Yeah, all of this is pretty bare bones stuff right now, which is really to be expected when you're trading with like your first caravan. Seeds could be useful. Okay, the trader is, feeling like he's at a loss. Okay. We'll have to scale back our demands here. It's important that they feel like they've gotten a good deal, because if they don't, they won't return next year. Okay. He is okay with that trade. Meanwhile, our dwarves are like frantically crafting more things so that we can trade with the caravan. Yeah, what were you streaming, Gator? Unshrimp? Sounds like a good idea. And I am actually all out of water, and I was just about to take an ad break anyway, so let's go ahead and have a quick break. Everybody get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever it is that you need to do, and I will be right back.
Is the plan you're looking for. In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or two to 4 weeks,
Let's see. Are we still crafting some goods? Okay, we're working on cages. We still got some crafts being made. So most of this is yeah, at this point, you know, we've basically given them everything that we're going to, more or less. Or rather, we've gotten everything from them that we're likely to. We could still give them some stuff. It's important that they go home with a good impression of us, and giving them some stuff would go a ways to helping with that. Okay, let's see. Let me get anything more that I actually want. We could probably use some tomatillos and some bitter melons. We can turn some of those into drinks. The Wizard's Guide to Sazia Friendly something. Okay. I guess that book is not going to be in the cards right now. Here, have a trade. Have some offers as gifts. We'll see to it that our leader gets this offering. Okay, you can slow down on the crafts. Ah, a Lord Consort is visiting. We're getting all sorts of interesting people arriving now. Ulam Bathruhibor. Part of the Empire of Radiance and the Coalition of Flames. A noted treasure hunter. A noted preserver of the knowledge. A legendary treasure hunter. Man, this person is like very much treasure hunting material, I guess. And in his left hand, he wields a finely crafted large linen leather tunic, which he has given a name to. Very odd. What a strange fellow. But you know, takes all sorts to create a civilization. But yeah, I think we've done all the trading that we need, so we're going to let people get back to work. So yeah, this is going to be our beekeeping area. Ooh, another... Oh, the fortress attracted no migrants this season. Well, that's rude. Well, hopefully these dwarves go home with a great impression of us, and we'll just have to make sure that more come next season. May not be getting much in the way of migrants, but oh boy, we will get all of the we'll get all of these weird, visitors from other civilizations, and we'll ingratiate some of them to join us, perhaps. Don't know why this dog is stuck. It's just kind of hanging out here. Okay, Lenny is currently fitting all these cage traps. Good stuff. Okay, so... I'll make a small stockpile there for finished goods, just to get some of them out of the workshops. If a workshop gets too filled up with different stuff, then it can actually get cluttered, and that will reduce its efficiency. At least that's how it was back in the pre-Steam version. I actually don't know if that's still a thing or not. Seems like everybody is hard at work doing something. That is a relief, at least. Okay. Looks like the merchants are getting ready to leave. Hopefully they leave with a good impression of us. Oh, okay. We are hydrated. We will not dehydrate. We are ready to continue. Okay, merchants from Adim Kosh will be leaving soon. Oh, and with those, yeah, we can now brew drink from fruits. That'll give us some more variety in the drinks that we make. Hell yeah. Because dwarves will get bored if they drink the same booze over and over. Like that is a proven fact. Okay, we've got dwarves giving birth to puppies. Dogs giving birth to puppies, rather. Okay, they're all really busy and bustling, man. Now that they can come down into the caverns, there's a whole lot going on down here. I wonder what kind of fish are down here. Apparently, you're really eager to make webs. To grab webs to get silk. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to make a few bags. So we are definitely going to need to make bags out of silk and melt some plants into dye. Wow, this human bowman has 4 children. And apparently is friends with the Raven Man swordswoman. That's kind of cool. He's brought a couple of books with him, too. I really hope this swordswoman, I really hope they'll stay. I really hope he'll stay, you know, because he, want to get him, like, kitted out with, like, proper weaponry, you know? Yes, dig more hole. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, we are just gonna fill this area with bees. And then we just pave over this whole area. Ah, the song of my people. You had a dream that all you heard was dial-up? Yeah, it's honestly not a pleasant sound. Especially if you listen to it, like, that intensely. Okay. I feel like we should lock up the caverns for a bit. Because there's a lot that the dwarves want to do down here. And that's, you know, that's all very well and good. But, you know. They also have other stuff they need to do as well. We've got plenty of silk. So we don't need them coming down here. Class and the ship. Wow, that would suck that that's like the only thing you could hear. Alright, we're gonna lock up these hatches. Make sure the dwarves cannot come down here. Ooh. Lafari Made Kiaye, a masked lovebird man. Look at that brightly colored boy. Interested after having an intellectual discussion, and now he is buggering off, I guess. Look at him go. And he's just off. Came in, had an intellectual discussion, you know, just took right off again. You know what? That's fine. You know, and I hope you enjoyed your stay here at GraveGate. I'm gonna put in this task here. And it's gonna take us a long time. I mean a long time. But we'll get there eventually. I'm gonna start having our people building up jet blocks. So I want the Necromancer Tower to be made out of jet. So that's gonna look badass. Just a big old black tower just jutting forth from the from the earth. Yeah, somewhat reminiscent of the slayed spires that demons like to create. And goblins with their dark fortresses. Okay, we're getting the beehive area just nice and filled in. That's good. Got a couple of colonies in here already. Hello, Locale Dragon. We're late, so you're crashing out. Thank you for having us. May your fort have minimal shenanigans. Many thanks. I hope you have a wonderful night, Cal Dragon, and thank you very much for once again for coming in. Have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Alright, we are gonna I'm gonna also get some wooden blocks going. It'll give Villy something to do. Thank you for the head pats. Yeah, it's important to keep your skills sharp, you know? And it'll give us a way to pave the floor here. A human pikeman is visiting? Okay. Okay, we have everything in place for our trade agreements. I say trade agreements, I mean we've told people where we are, so they should trade with us. Soon enough, this area will be completely paved in wood. It'll give us a nice start to the fortress. You can still hear the popping noises. Well, hey, I'm glad that you're safe in here. That honestly makes me feel like a lot better, you know? Alright, let's get digging out some more space. This is gonna become like a whole, like, center of crafting here. Ooh, emerald dye. Once we get making our own clothing, we will be we can make some really interesting clothes, you know? Just a little clothing sector here for now. Something to get us some bare essentials before we really start like getting into all of that. Villy is making some masterpiece bins now. We're just getting some wild mushrooms growing here. So even if our farm plots aren't all that productive, at the very least we'll be foraging here directly from the soil. Okay, I'm gonna put a mechanism there. I'm gonna do some digging into these areas, partly so that we can see if we can find more jet, maybe some metals, because the only metal that we've found so far was all down in the caverns. I don't want to necessarily go down into the caverns if we don't have to. So we're gonna do some like exploratory things in these areas. Ooh, a masked lovebird woman hammer person is visiting. I guess the masked lovebird people are really just learning a lot about our civilization. Oh, she appears to be stuck in a tree. Okay, good for you, I guess. Do you need help? You know, we'll cut down that tree if you need us to. What is pathfinding, am I right? What an embarrassment. And just, yes, I am here to partake of your fine... Ooh, a tree. Wonder if Krug Smash ever had that kind of issue when he made the Fortress of Color Chirp. He did like a mod that was with bird people. Oh, there we go. Oh, another masked lovebird woman who's a swordsman. Cool. Book called Unusual Dwarf. Hopefully they will enjoy this place enough that they will stick around. Maybe they will seek residency here. Winter is upon us. Oh, let's see what... Okay. Ice freezes over in these puddles. We'll have to see if the river freezes over too. One thing I definitely want from the river is if we can divert it down, we can start working on things like a well and, you know, maybe later on a mist generator. Similar to the one that we had in our previous fortress. But, you know, hopefully this time, if it doesn't have freezing issues, then we can just set up a different tavern and have it all just drench its way through here. Let's see. A great bedroom. Once we start getting some random statues in here, we can put them in our dwarves' bedrooms to make them even better. Once that's done, we can start working on stuff like, you know, some specific ones. Oh, hey, we found a turkey. Alright, wait, we bought that turkey, didn't we? Okay, yeah. Let's get that butchered up. Same for the horse. Tomatillo wine. Perfect. Just wish they would actually put it in here. Okay, give items to there. That's not that difficult. Give items to here. Radishes, leek, and chicory. Not a whole lot that, you know, that's gonna be just a bunch of, that's gonna be a salad, basically. Oh, and some mussels. Okay, we've got pink tourmaline, but not a whole lot in the way of metal. We've got jet. Yeah, the only metal that we've seen so far has been down in the caverns. That would be a real bummer if the only metal that we had was literally those like few scraps of iron. That would really make things challenging. But we're not gonna let that dissuade us.
Thank you for patronizing the cocktail lounge. Enjoy your stay.
Titty Pito, thank you very much for the follow. I shall throw a flaming bottle of love through the windows of your heart. Thank you for being follower number 1491. Welcome to the Cocktail Lounge. Alright, so let's get more of these hives done. Yeah, the bees just kind of sit here and they'll make honey. Make a few more mechanisms, because I would like them to build a screw press. If we build a screw press down here with the rest of the food, then it should be pretty easy to just pretty easy to just oh my god, I'm blanking on words. Okay. To just like squeeze out honey and everything here. Okay, we need more mechanisms for the screw press, for the bridge, all that good stuff. Okay, Lenny has officially built up enough skills to be a miner. Look at that, conglomerate and jet as far as the eye can see. No metal. We found some nice gems. Okay, yeah, the river does freeze. Okay, good to know. Not particularly useful for our purposes here, but still good to know. Alright, we expand these stockpiles. Better make better use of them. Sure, more people eradicating monsters. Why not? These bird people, hopefully, will make themselves useful. Alright, yeah. Get us more drinks. Keep us well supplied. You know, even if they don't necessarily eradicate monsters here, the fact that they have, the fact that they're talking to people here, gives us a lot to talk about. You know, we'll be getting all these different acquaintances. We'll have people, you know, socializing. You know, having, you know, just having a good time. Alright. More jet? Okay, good to know. But still no metal. This is concerning. If we end up still having, like, no metal, we might have to start trading for it. Which, sure, we'll do if we have to. But that's definitely a challenge that I was not prepared for. Still, we have 71 iron bars right now. That's a lot to be going on with. Alright, we're going to link up the bridge to that lever. Okay, and something that I want over here. We'll have some gems. Couple of jewelers. Get some more masons going. Because if we're gonna be building this tower, should I build a stockpile close to my dining hall to encourage the dwarves to eat there? I feel like it matters because it means that they have less room to go and they have less distance to go and get food, you know? See, Archangel is socializing, is feeling good. Villy is currently making some wooden blocks. They're now a great carpenter. Not so good at wood cutting, but you know, they're really putting their heart and soul into getting these blocks made. Want a big old wooden floor here, and then at some point we might even expand the palisade. Hello, Lafornair. How you doing? You have a preference on the kind of dwarf that you want to be? Cook? Alright, let's see. Who's our best cook? God, am I blind? Okay, where is cooking in here? There it is. Okay. Wow, we literally have only one person with any real cooking skill, and that's Lenny. Okay. I'm really gonna have to need a new migrant wave and fast. such as the struggle of having a small fortress. Sure, the frame rate is gorgeous, but at the same time, you also have a struggle with having so few dwarves that will be able to fulfill the roles that you need. And I will keep that in mind. Okay. I'm gonna get a nice little wooden floor around the palisade, and then from there, we can begin to expand outwards. My next thought is to expand, like get a ring, like a second ring around here, get it done up all nice, and then maybe tear down this wooden wall, replace it with some nice jet. We've got plenty of jet, which is pretty much the only thing that we have in abundance, because even with all this digging, still haven't found any metal. Like, yeah, just conglomerate and jet, far as the eye can see. Only metal that we've found is down here in the caverns. We may have to start digging for more of it down here. Okay, we've got some pig iron now. Okay, this is linked up. We pull the lever, set this up as the garbage dump, have a stockpile here for refuse, then we just get dumping this stuff down into the atom smasher. Yay, more jet. It's like, yes, I want it for the tower, but I would also like literally like any kind of metal that I could work with. I'll take copper at this point. Oh yeah, jet looks really good. I fully intend to make use of the jet and make a whole bunch of blocks out of it. Make a massive tower. Thing is, it's difficult to realize your nefarious dreams of becoming a necromancer if you can't build up a military that's capable of stealing a book. Okay, the refuse stockpile is set up. That means we can start butchering. Okay. Butcher. And a tanner. Oh, we must be out of barrels. Okay, yeah, we'll make some pots as well. Pots just as good as barrels, just different material. More jet. Jet and gems. Oh, an Elkwoman Carpenter Mausoleum Ghoul. $135 old. And an intelligent undead. Oh, down she comes to the tavern. I mean, of course she doesn't feel anything after talking with an acquaintance. She's an intelligent undead. They don't get any feelings whatsoever from anything. In fact, that's what makes them so useful, is they can be good corpse disposal. They don't feel anything. Okay. Turkeys have been slaughtered. The turkey and the horse, rather. A lot of good meat there that we can cook up. She has come to relax. She heard the cake of corridors was the place to enjoy oneself. Hello, Mickey. How you doing today? Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing okay. You know, we had a bit of a snafu earlier. People just did not seem to want to do any work here. But you know, we're mostly doing okay. We're getting some real interesting people visiting the tavern here. Mostly like bird people. But also this undead elk person. Hopefully the idea of like undead people and being near a necromancer tower will inspire our dwarves. That's my ultimate aim here, is to sneak into a local tower and steal a book, so that we can start teaching our dwarves the secrets of life and death. The main problem right now is just sheer, like, lack of numbers, you know? We do not have a whole lot of dwarves, and we got a lot of stuff that we want to get done. We end up getting enough for bone powder? We did. Okay, okay. We can at least make 1 bar of steel. Only 10, like, actual dwarves doing labor, and the rest are just bird people who are hanging around. Hmm. You know, I'm kind of glad that we didn't get attacked by that necromancer tower. We really were not in a position to fend off the undead. We're still not in a position to do it right now. But, you know, we've got enough cage traps to kind of make up for that. Currently. That could easily change. All right, let's take all the booze out of. We don't want our people to be like cooking up booze. We want them to be able to drink it. You know, maybe later on. Maybe later on we'll let them use food as like as a booze, or booze as a food rather. Not right now. More jet? Oh boy. I will definitely have enough for this tower. And more pink tourmaline. Alright, well, I guess maybe we dig deeper. Maybe then we can find more iron. At the very least, we'll find, we do have some iron down here. And plenty of it. Hmm. But hey, you know what? It's 11:30. We've made some good progress. I think that's as good a time as any to call it. We've brought in a new migrant wave. We've done our first trading with the mountain home, and we are, you know, more secure than we were. You know, we've got traps ready. We've got the palisade. Yeah, I love you too, Mickey. Let's find someone to raid. Yes, dear. Hmm. Alright, you know what? You know who I am gonna raid? Gonna raid my good friend Baffy the Sappy, who is back from streaming after quite a lengthy hiatus. So yeah, it'll be good to see them again. Alright, so with that said, have a good rest of your night, YouTube, and we shall see you in the next episode of GraveGate. For everyone else, thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate you. Thank you especially to everyone who's here right now. Those of you who are lurking, thank you. We love our lurkers. They are the backbone of Twitch, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Thank you especially to Hearing Problem for the follow. Thank you to Ash for resubscribing for 29 months now. Thank you to Valtry for the biddies. Sock now for the follow. Thank you to Ash for the biddies, Frosty Mansa for the raid, Quattro Hazard, Amunadel, and Sweet Cider Acres for the follow, Generic Fire Demon for the raid, Gator Gusto for the raid, and TD Pit 0 for the follow. No matter how you show your support, it means the world to me. You know, whether you're donating, whether you're giving bits or subs, whether you're listening to and you get ads, whether you're just listening here, whether you donate on Ko-fi so that Twitch doesn't get a part of it, it all helps. It pays for the model that you see in front of you, pays for the bar that you see behind you, and it pays for the music that you're hearing right now, as well as stuff like my new PC, which I'm going to be picking up tomorrow. Still haven't paid it off though, so that's why we still have the progress counter. Here are my socials if you would like to follow me more, if you want to see more of my content. And I will see you all. I'll see you all Monday, 7:30 p.m. Central. And don't forget, next Friday, I'm going to be having a charity stream. I'll be preparing more of that this weekend. Here's the raid message if you're a follower. Here's the raid message if you're subbed. And I shall see you all soon. This is Lola, signing off, wishing you a wonderful evening, asking you all to remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be. So light it up. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, hit the subscribe button, and remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be.